Hey guys, Gua Sha here. Let's talk about soft tissue. What exactly is soft tissue, and what do we mean when we say we do soft tissue therapy? So, soft tissue injuries are the most common injuries seen in sports. Soft tissue is this umbrella term that refers to tissues that surround, connect, and support different organs and structures in the human body. So soft tissue includes things like our muscles, our tendons, our ligaments, our nerves, our blood vessels, our lymph vessels, our fat, fibrous tissue. In fact, it's easier to talk about what's not soft tissue. So the opposite, hard tissue. When we say hard tissue, we're talking about the bones and the teeth. Having a hard tissue injury is breaking a bone. But when you say you have a soft tissue injury, well, that could encompass a lot more things, and that could indicate a lot of different treatment options. So, why are chiropractors concerned with soft tissue? Well, we know that chiropractors adjust the bones of the human body, and we also know that muscles are responsible for moving those bones. We said soft tissue is anything that surrounds or connects or supports tissue to other structures and organs in the human body. So if we affect the soft tissue, we can also affect the way the bone is influenced. We know muscle is made up of fibers that collectively help shorten or elongate a joint through a movement. But let's talk about other types of soft tissue, like your tendons, your ligaments, and your fascia. In fact, those three are all really similar in the fact that the main component is collagen, but where they differ is what they do in the human body and where they're located in the human body. So tendons are going to connect a muscle to a bone, and when you strain or when you stretch a tendon, we call that a strain, as opposed to a ligament, which joins bone to bone. And when a ligament gets torn or stretched, we call that a sprain. With fascia connects and surrounds muscle and permeates other structures in the human body. And when fascia gets affected, we call that being disorganized or formation of adhesions. When an injury occurs, whether that be a traumatic event like an accident or from chronic overuse, such as poor posture or repetitive motion, our body is really smart and it goes into a protective mode. The fascia forms tiny fibers, and the fibers get formed in and around the injured area in a protective manner that helps stabilize the injured tissue while at the same time allowing it to heal and preventing further muscle damage. Unfortunately, sometimes these fibers can persist. They could create these knots or these adhesions, and these adhesions make the muscle stiff, make it tight, and eventually painful. And through a process known as hypoxia, or decreased oxygen and decreased blood flow, the muscle knot is unable to get proper nutrients into it, and waste and chemicals out of the site, causing pain in the muscle knot. This buildup of scar tissue will limit the blood supply to the injured area, and it can affect the range of motion as well as other long-term effects to the injured site. When we talk about soft tissue injuries, it can be a whole array. On one end, we have very mild soft tissue injuries, and this can be treated very simply with the RICE protocol, the rest, ice, compression, and elevate. And on the other end of soft tissue injuries, we can have really severe injuries that require surgery, things like torn ligaments or torn tendons. But everything in between, this is where soft tissue therapy comes into play. In fact, soft tissue therapy can be used post-surgically too to remove fibrous scar tissue, in addition to many other benefits. So when I talk about soft tissue therapy, you might think massage. And sure, massage works great, and it can be really, really good for the right patient. However, some downsides to massage is, well, it's very time intensive, it's very labor intensive, and it's usually pretty expensive. And if you want a good massage, whether you're the one massaging yourself or you have a therapist or partner massaging you, it ultimately depends on the strength of their hands and their thumbs. So in this upcoming video, we're going to talk about various different types of soft tissue treatment options that you can use. We'll start with the simpler ones that you can use at home, such as a tennis ball or foam roller. Then we'll go on to more advanced soft tissue treatment options like cupping or instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization, doctor-assisted stretching, and acupuncture, and some other great treatment options. So make sure you check out the next video. In the meantime, if you like the content, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thank you.